Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit, and it is a quarter-final match in the tournament to crown a new Pastgen Television Champion. Introducing first, he hails from West Memphis, Arkansas, and weighs in tonight at 317 pounds, Sycho Sid. Sycho Sid, another former champion on a quest to regain that belt. He's got to win this match and two more. He wants to get his hands on that belt again, but this is going to be no cakewalk. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. He hails from Venice Beach, California, and weighs in tonight at 250 pounds. This is Sting. The Stinger set to do battle here. Another man throwing his hat into the ring, a man that has never held that Pastgen Television title, simply because he's never had the opportunity. Of course, the winner of this match will face the winner of our match that will immediately precede this match in the second semi-final. We're really getting close now to crowning that champion, finding out who it's going to be. But for those athletes in the ring, they're a long way away. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the 6'9", 317 pound Sycho Sid? Or is it going to be the man known as Sting? Well, look at that cheap shot by Sid. Aggressive start here by the big man, trying to catch Sid off guard and doing it pretty successfully. Sid really going to work on the Stinger. I don't even think the Stinger was expecting this. Look at that referee getting in the way, trying to nail Sting with that Polish hammer. With Sid at least picking the referee up, but he's still on Dream Street for the minute. Sid now sending Sting for the right off the ropes, nails Sting with a Polish hammer that time. Sid wants to get this one over with quickly. Choke slam by Sid. Well, there's not much life left in this match. Sycho Sid doing what he does best, and now looking to hit the powerbomb. But look at this, the Stinger. Just had a coughing fit. The Stinger managing to avoid the powerbomb, and now Sting going behind. Face crusher, sending Sid for the ride off the ropes. Beautiful, beautiful flapjack. Well, we thought we were going to get a minute-long match here. Stinger having other ideas. Stinger splash in the corner. And now Stinger comes running in. Maybe trying another Stinger splash. Sid getting the elbow up. Well, nobody holding back in this one. There's no pacing. There's no strategy. It's all out attack. Let's try and finish this match as quickly as possible. Let's not mess about. And now Sting going behind, picking up the big man. Nice atomic drop by the Stinger. Break to the back. And now kicking the legs out from under him. Now Sting going up top, looking to hit a high-risk move. Comes diving off. Big splash by the Stinger. Covers made. Shoulders down. Oh, and Sid just about managing to get the shoulder up there in the nick of time. Sting really staying on the big man. Nice slingshot by Sting. Sending Sid into the corner. Comes charging in. He just can't nail that Stinger splash, can he? Sid will not allow it. But Sting staying on him. Nice abdominal stretch applied once again. But Sid managed to get hold of that rope. Now Sting on the top rope once again. Waiting for Sid to get to his feet. Comes off. Beautiful double axe handle. And now the Stinger. The Stinger looking to lock it in. Can he get it on the big man? He certainly can. The Scorpion Deathlock. Sid a long way away from the ropes, and yes, he has to tap out. Well, what a match that was. But ultimately Sting will advance to the semi-finals. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the man known as Sting. But he certainly is known as Sting. That is a fact that cannot be disputed. The question is, who's he going to face in that semi-final? We're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit, and it's the final quarter-final match in the tournament to crown a new Pastgen Television Champion. Introducing first, he hails from Cameron, North Carolina, and weighs in tonight at 225 pounds, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy doesn't waste any time getting to the ring. The question is, will he waste any time getting the victory and advancing to the semi-finals? Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he hails from Quahog, Rhode Island, and weighs in tonight at 358 pounds. He is the current non-wrestlers champion, Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin, the current non-wrestlers champion, advanced to the quarterfinals with a phenomenal win, defeating a man over 150 pounds heavier than he is, the largest athlete in the world, the Big Show. To win that match, he had to rely on his speed and agility, something which he doesn't normally have to do, but against Jeff Hardy, he can go back to business as usual. Peter Griffin with over 100 pounds on Hardy. So a completely different game plan required for Peter Griffin here. Been no trouble for Hardy. The majority of the matches he's been in his career, his opponent has been a lot bigger than he has. He's made a lot of money out of defeating people a lot bigger, but look at that, Peter Griffin taking the initiative, going for the cheap shot and going right after Hardy. Second jump start we've seen tonight. There must be something in the water. Jeff Hardy with a nice drop kick though and knocking the big man down. Griffin gets to his feet. Hardy knocks him down once again with the same move, and now Griffin up once again. Tries a kick, catches the foot, but nice enziguri by Hardy. Now Hardy going up top, looking to hit a big move, but Griffin saw that one coming. Just shows you how much Peter Griffin has grown as a professional wrestler. That was pure instinct, getting out of the way of that drop kick, and he did it beautifully. And now Jeff Hardy really going after the non-wrestlers champion, sending him for the ride off the ropes, but nice reversal by Peter Griffin and takes Hardy down. Smart move by Griffin, applying a hold, maybe not going to get the submission for this, but just wants to slow the pace down of the match. Peter Griffin doesn't want a fast-paced match, being the larger man, and look at this by Griffin, dropping the arse right across the chest of Jeff Hardy. That could be enough, 358 pounds, could have crushed the ribs, but Hardy, he is a resilient son of a gun, kicking out. Peter Griffin really staying on him, knowing Hardy not having the opportunity to nail any of those high-risk moves. He's going to have to create an opening for himself here. Now Griffin comes charging in. Nice elbow by Hardy. Now Hardy sending Griffin into the corner, slams his head against the turnbuckle. Griffin goes tumbling down to the canvas, and now Hardy, maybe now he has an opening to try and hit a big move. Well, didn't quite get the full contact to that, but nailed Griffin enough to knock him off his feet, and now Hardy awaiting Griffin getting back up again. Goes for the missile drop kick. And Peter Griffin, such an intelligent wrestler. Nice roll up by Griffin. This could be enough to shock Hardy. No. Hardy managing to escape the quick roll up from the big man, and now look at Hardy. Jeff Hardy nails the twist of fate. Well, Griffin finding out this isn't the non-wrestlers, and now look at this. Hardy, corkscrew body attack off the top rope. Not going for the cover. That is a mistake, and now look at this. Griffin getting to his feet. He's like a horror film villain. Griffin will not stay down, and look at this. The big splash off the top rope by the 358-pound Griffin. An unbelievable Peter Griffin advances to the semi-finals. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Peter Griffin. Well, unbelievable. Peter Griffin, called a non-wrestler, but 2 victories now. He's beat the Big Show, he's beat Jeff Hardy. I'm not supposed to pick people I want to win or think will win, but Peter Griffin has to be my odds-on favourite for winning this whole thing. And there you see the draw tomorrow night. The British Bulldog will go one-on-one with Brock Lesnar in our first semi-final match. And then the following night, Sting will take on Peter Griffin. And the night after that, ladies and gentlemen, will be the final, and we will be crowning a new Pastgen Television Champion.